Hello Sangha, welcome to Sunday Morning Yoga with Mark and Thompson. He's kind of become a regular part of it, and we had a run today and he got filthy and he's had a shower and a bath, so he's hopefully a little bit cleaner. When we finished the run, we met with a friend of mine's, Nick, and we chatted about teaching, and there was another teacher there talking about skills. And Nick said this phrase that I hadn't heard before. He said, in terms of skills he was talking, do we value what we measure, or do we measure what we value? Okay. And sometimes I think it really made me think in the way home about our practice, and do we value what we measure? Sometimes we measure our practice by how many people see it on Instagram, or what we can do with our bodies, or how flexible we are, or how strong we are. Or do we measure what we value? Okay. And for me, the longer I go through the practice and through my life with yoga, I want to value the interactions I have with other people, the interactions I have with myself, okay, and how those are more fruitful and positive and loving and compassionate, rather than can I get my foot behind my head, okay, which is nice, I guess, if you want to put your foot behind your head. So let's begin. Fairly simple practice today, mostly on the ground. You can see that there's not so much room for standing up. So start with your knees bent, your feet flat, one hand resting on your belly, one hand resting on your heart, taking a slow inhale and a slow exhale. So let yourself maybe lift and lay the various parts of your body, let them settle in a little bit more. Maybe lift and lay your feet, lift and lay your hips, lift and lay your shoulders, your elbows, the back of your head. Just let yourself kind of nestle in, like nest your practice, ground your practice. And then let both of your hands rest by your sides. And on your next inhale, take your arms up and over. I said last week, but we really are tuning in to how our body is feeling today. Every day it's a little bit different. Every day is a new experience of your practice, even if you're doing the exact same thing. Once you've done 3, maybe 4 of those movements of your arms up and over, start to connect to the soles of your feet. Press your feet into the floor and slowly let your hips go up. And slowly down. Maybe adjust the position of your feet to get more steadiness, more comfort. And then come back up. Again. Good. And one more time. From there we can add our arms back in. So now we have this harmony between our upper body and our lower body. And it's nice to bring that whole movement in harmony with your breath. So maybe you take a slow inhale as you lift up and over, and a slow exhale as you drift back down. And maybe try that one more time. And when you finish, bring your feet up off the floor, take your hands around your knees, and gently rock from side to side. Circle your knees around. Take your knees a bit wider if you want to see how that feels. And if you want to straighten your left leg, straighten your left leg. Hug your right knee a little bit closer. And use your left hand to come to the outside of your right knee. Let your right arm rest out to the side. And slowly bring your knee across towards the ground. You can even gaze out over your right side. Be gentle with this. We'll do it a couple of times either side. Come back to the center and hug it in towards you. Okay, spread your toes and give them a wee squeeze. It's no business like toe business. And then switch to the other side. So straighten your right leg, hug your left knee, bring it a little bit closer. Take your right hand outside your left knee. Your left arm can come wide and let it slowly come over. So you're rolling onto your right hip, really. And your left knee's coming a little bit closer to the floor on the right side. Come back to the center, hug your left knee towards you, spread your toes, squeeze them, spread your toes and squeeze them. Good. And then try that one more time either side. Hugging one knee in, straighten the other leg, bring it closer in. Okay. Taking your hand outside your knee. Maybe exhale over to the side. See how that feels. And then look out over your right arm. Come back to the center, hug your knees. This time do some rotations with your big toes so that you're getting movement into your ankle. And you'll feel underneath your hands, you'll feel the muscle groups there that have to engage for the movement of the foot to happen. So we notice how interconnected everything is in our bodies. You might even notice that in your hip and in the back of your upper leg too. So how the movement is just really, there's no independence in the body really. It's completely interacting all the time. And then try the other side. Bring your knee up, hug it in. Take your hand outside your knee, your other arm out to the side, and roll onto your hip. Let your knee come across and over, and look out over this side. Keep a smile on your face. And then back to the center, hug your knee towards you. Make these circles with your foot. It's like you're trying to draw a massive circle on a canvas with your big toe. And then the other way. Good. And then bring it up to the center, hug both knees towards you, taking your hips from side to side, massaging your back against the floor. And then roll out to the side that feels comfortable for you, push into the floor, and come back to a seated position. Shuffle your hips a little bit further back, like you're trying to squeeze your hips into something that's behind you, okay? So there's a level of effort, right, in everything we do. Now we can be super easy in our effort, okay, let's use that word, okay, or kind of lackadaisical in our effort, where we can maybe make a movement like warrior two arms where you're kind of something like this. So you can try that, right, and you're just kind of like, you're not really putting yourself into it, but you're making something of it. And then you can make too much effort where you're like this. So you can try that, where you make too much effort and you're really engaged everywhere and there's no comfort and ease in it. Try and find the balance between those 2 points where you're not here, we're really kind of been a little bit like underwhelming, and here where you're kind of been overwhelming. Okay, try and find that middle balance in everything that we do in terms of the practice. Okay, so try those two positions, like where you're like, okay, and then find the middle ground. Bring the fingers in front of your shins, take an inhale, and slowly drift forward. Let your elbows come to rest. And this is where we can really benefit from letting go. The harder we try in this, the less the depth we get to. Slowly come up. Take your hands behind. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and elevate your chest, taking your shoulders from side to side. Taking your gaze up. Bring your left hand forward to your right knee and make a rotation. Inhale, reach up. So try and just find that right amount of effort, and then exhale, bring it to the other side. Again, finding the right amount of effort here. Inhale up, and exhale, turn it again. Inhale up, and exhale, turn. Good. Bring it back to the centre, shake off, get nice and loose. That's one of the most helpful things we can do with our movement each day, is just to give ourselves a little loosening, shake off. And then place your left hand down or your right hand down. You can do the side you want to. And this is where sometimes people make a little less effort than they should. They sometimes just go here, really, right? And as we get older, if we keep it like just gradually coming down and down and down, and our effort stays reduced, we'll lose some of our range of motion. And you see older people who are stiff and they've lost some range of motion. So take your hand up, don't overdo it, but reach a bit further than you think you can. And then bring your arm across. And even from here, reach out. It's like there's something just out of your reach and you want to touch it with your fingers. And then try that on the other side. Take your hand up, reach a little bit higher than you think you can. And then reach over, see how that feels. And then one more time either side. A little bit higher, reaching over, back to the center. A little bit higher than you think you can, reaching over, and then come back to the center. Okay. Shake off your wrists, your forearms, your elbows, your upper arms, your shoulders. Roll through your shoulders. Bring your fingers back in front. Take an inhale, and release yourself forward again. And you might find that you've come a little bit deeper this time than the first time. Okay. So slowly walk your hands back, bring your legs out to the front, give them a shake off from side to side. Tap them up and down, get them nice and loose. And change your position to all fours. So your hands are towards the front of your space, your knees are towards the middle of your space. You can lift and lay your hands, lift and lay your knees. And we're going to start from this position, this all fours position today, by reaching out with our left leg. Lower your left hip, lift your left foot a little bit higher. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, touch your left elbow with your left knee. And try that movement a few more times. Reaching back and coming forward. Reaching back and coming forward. Reaching back. This time keep your leg back, but also reach out with your right hand. Okay. Reaching out, take an inhale, exhale, reach underneath. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, reach underneath. One more time. Reaching out and drawing underneath. Next time you reach out, just give your leg a shake off, your arms a shake off. Let your hand come down, let your knee come down. Reach out through your right leg. Take an inhale. And exhale, touch your knee to your elbow. Inhale, reaching out. So we kind of automatically end up in a cat and cow movement through our spine with the movement of our leg. And we can try and encourage that cat and cow movement. Next time your right leg goes back, take your left hand forward. Reach them both out. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw underneath. Inhale, expand it out. Exhale, draw underneath. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, underneath. Last one, and shake it out. Let your hand come down. Let your knee come down. Take both knees a bit wider. Touch your big toes together. Hips back on your heels. Elbows towards the floor. Forehead towards the floor. Take slow breaths in and out here. Lift your head, lift your elbows, work your hands back towards your knees and see how it feels to kneel today, okay? So if you're like me and you've been for a run today, sometimes kneeling can feel a bit uncomfortable. So it's good to get ourselves in that position and try and ease it off, either using cushions underneath our shins or cushions underneath our hips, okay? So we're going to do something that'll be a bit more dynamic now, and you can see how you feel with that. We're taking our hands forward. I'm going to step back into a plank. So your toes are tucked under. Try and kick your plank. This is somewhere where people sometimes really go too much with the effort, like I said before, or sometimes end up not quite enough. Try and find that middle ground where you feel comfortable and you feel stable. And what we're going to do is step our left foot forward outside our left hand from here. Okay. So you might have to try that a couple of times, in and out. Then your foot go back, letting your foot go forward. Okay. Letting your foot go back, then your foot go forward. And then try it on the right hand side. If you're getting too tired in the plank, just come down with your knees and reach your right leg out and send it forward. But if you're okay doing it from the plank, let your right foot go forward and back. Let it go forward and back. Maybe one more time. And you can do this at your pace. You can do it faster, slower, do less, do more. The next time you take your left foot forward this time, sink your hips and raise up your left hand. Keep a smile on your face. Slowly coming down. Try it going back and then come forward with your right foot. Sinking your hips and inhaling up with your right hand. Exhale down. Try one more time either side, that whole flow. Forward, down and up. Good. Back to your plank. Forward, down and up. Down. Let your back knee come down. Send your front leg back. Both knees a bit wider. Touch your toes together. Hips on your heels. Elbows to the floor. Forehead here, taking slow breaths in and out. Notice if your breath is a little faster at the moment and you want to kind of just take your time to slow it down. So you can stay here as long as you need to. But when you're ready, come back up to a kneeling position. If your kneeling is feeling good, you can take your hands a little bit further back and maybe lift your knees up off the floor. If you want to play with your balance, you can take your hands up off the floor and just have your knees coming up and down. If you want to open up the front of your thighs a bit more, take your hands back for this kind of nice version of camel posture and let your hips go up and down from here. Up and gently down. Coming forward, switch back to seated position, let both legs go wide. Tap your knees up and down, give them a shake off. Okay, bring your leg in, let it rest inside. Turn to your bent leg, place your opposite hand on the knee. Remember a bit of effort, right? Not too much, not too little. Goldilocks effort. Inhale up, exhale over. Now for some of you, if you're really flexible, your fingers will be on your toes. Okay, for me, and maybe many of us, this is just where it is. Where the amount of movement you get is the amount of movement you get. Okay, let's try the other side. Bring your other leg out, bring your other leg in, turn to your bent leg, place your opposite hand on your knee, inhale up with your other hand, not too much effort, not too little, and lean over. Come back to the centre, shake it off. If you have time, do that one more time either side. Just pause the film on YouTube, just take your time and do it one more time. Just one leg, opposite hand up and over, other side. When you're ready, come back to the centre. And let your hips rest on something that allows your knees to drop down. If the physical practice was still quite strong and you're still feeling it in your body, take a few moments just to loosen off, shake off. Get a little bit more loose. And then find somewhere for your hands to rest. You might want them to rest on your abdomen. You might want them on your heart. You might want them on your lap. You might want them on your knees. And take your focus to slowly breathing in and slowly breathing out. Now for some people it's tricky to follow your breath, and the way it's helpful to add a phrase to it. So Thich Nhat Hanh has this lovely phrase, very simple. When we're inhaling, breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. And when we're exhaling, breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. So you might want to say that internally as you breathe. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Keep your breath slow, smooth. Use the phrase from Thich Nhat Hanh if that's helpful. If you have other techniques that you employ when you come to sit, use them. If you need some time to rest on your back in Shavasana today, then take some time to rest on your back in Shavasana. And remember how we started, okay, that what are we valuing, okay? Do we value what we measure, which is maybe how flexible we felt today or how strong we felt today, which are all admirable and good physical qualities to have? Or do we measure what we value, which is our steadiness and our stillness and our calmness and our peacefulness? These are the ones that have the quality to grow as we grow older. Okay, we're not going to be as strong as we were when we were 20, when we're 70. It's very unlikely, at least. Okay, but we can be more peaceful, more grounded, more steady, more helpful, more compassionate. So thank you, Sangha. Thank you for your practice today and joining us for Sunday morning yoga with Mark. We'll be back next week, and we'll also have some other offerings coming too. So there's a yoga for runners session coming. There's going to be some yoga briefs, which are only going to be a few minutes long. So I look forward to bringing them to you and joining you for them. Thank you, Sangha. Have a great day, great sleep, great whatever you're doing next.